Okay, today is Sunday and hope everybody's having a good afternoon. I had just decided to do my video response for Vintage Oddball Cards, Rick, and he's showing a Felix Milan card in the background if you can see that there. I just have too many stuff put out and put away and wherever, so I just grabbed what I could grab, and these are not the typical cards that I think people would show, but they're older cards like Rick would show, so let me just show you what I have found, and I'll explain why I pulled these cards. So I have this 1964 Topps Ray Herbert pitcher of the White Sox in relatively good condition. Ray Herbert assigned it, and the funny thing is that little guy back there is Bob Farley. And I got him to sign it. Well, that's kind of unusual in itself. But what's unusual is Bob Farley played for the White Sox in '62, and this is a '64 card. So that's just kind of a little minor odd thing there. But Bob Farley and Ray Herbert were both alive, and they both signed the card. So that was really pretty cool. This is just a neat card of Elmer Vallow from '57, and this is a very unusual shot. You never see people pulling bats out of the bat rack there, but you don't also see the camera in the background there. That is a pretty neat picture there. I just think that's kind of unusual, but it was a cool shot. So it's not really laughable or anything, but I just think that's kind of a fun card here. The next one here is kind of I don't know, I think it's poor photography by Topps or something, but somebody really wanted to use a zoom lens on this card. They said, Mr. Roach, we need you to fill the entire card. Could you come closer? Time for your close-up. And Mel Roach has autographed that one. I think I've pretty much picked a lot of autographed cards here. Also the glasses, some people would put that in their glasses PC, Mr. Lewis, perhaps. But I just thought that was funny that Topps felt that they needed to use entire card for Mel Roach right there on the 61 Topps. Then this one here, you're like, what the heck is this? Well, it's autographed by Gary Lucas, and why would Gary Lucas be signing a blank card? It's because Topps in their infinite wisdom has forgotten the front of it. So I just thought that was a kind of a fun card. I found two of them on COMC. I sent one for Mr. Lucas, and he kept it for his collection, and he signed the other one in kind of a thick Sharpie there, but just kind of an odd printing error there. Then the opposite of Mel Roach is this 1973 cut wrong Dave Nelson. And Dave Nelson happens to be the tiniest guy in the picture there. I think that's Dave Nelson right there, sliding into base. That's Hamilton, somebody, I don't know, Rip Hamilton. I just made that up, but anyway. So that's a 73 with a very tiny shot of Dave Nelson. You can't even see him. Not really. Does it say what he does on the back? Dave is interested in photography. Well, there you go, maybe. That's funny. I just thought this was kind of silly. It almost looks like he's Terry Francona is putting antibacterial soap on his hands there. So that's just kind of a newer card there. On the newer card theme here, this is Jacoby Ellsbury, and it looks like he's getting zapped by lightning in the card there. That's just one way of looking at it. The lightning just goes right through right there, almost perfect in line with his leg there. That's kind of weird. Also the big huge DeWalt backdrop there is kind of cool. So that's just silly Jacoby Ellsbury. This is my Oscar Gamble type card, and this is Bill Bradbury of the Eagles. He also has a very nice signature. He also signed All-Pro on there and signed with a star on Bill. And he's got a lot of, I guess a lot of barbers were out of work in the 70s as well, so that's kind of my 75 Topps there. And we'll end on this one here with a little wrinkle on it, not much of a wrinkle. And this is Bobby Walden, and he is the oldest looking guy that I could find in my PC, very, very old. I don't know if he's still alive or not. He was born in '38. He played for Edmonton in the CFL in '61. And this is his 77 card. So I played up at least until 76. So those are kind of my oddball cards there. I don't know if that fits the bill, but that's what I could find at the moment. So you can use any stretch of the imagination to make whatever you think is pretty hilarious. Let's see if that... There we go. Perfect. So watch Rick's video, join his contest, show off your silly and wacky cards here because we all need to go through our collections and find some stuff that we don't usually look at, like Mr. Bradley, sorry. And thank you for watching.
Oh, it's all perfectly legal.